WWE 2K24 was just recently nominated for a Sports Game of the Year award, and I'm genuinely concerned. And I'm here to tell you guys why. Let's go on ahead and get into it. As we go on ahead and get into it, y'all, definitely want to talk about how this has me concerned simply because of the fact that WWE 2K24 was not the best wrestling game. It was a good game, but it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best that we could have gotten. Definitely a big improvement from 2K23, but not enough is the consumer's thoughts. It just wasn't good enough, and that's just the simple thought, just the matter, and that's just what it is. And I think that them being nominated, I don't want them to steer them into a situation where they think, oh yeah, this game is perfectly fine, we don't really got to do much to it, and that's why I am concerned. There's obviously a lot wrong with WWE 2K24, and we've talked about it all year long, so I don't want to sit here and highlight everything, but clearly there's still glitches that have been in past year's games and they're still not fixed, such as the storage glitch. We've seen that glitch and it's obviously still not fixed, where, you know, the game basically deletes everybody else's data. We've seen, you know, universe mode glitches. We've seen gameplay glitches. I mean, it continues, and there's some glitches as the storage glitch, you know, that we've seen in past years and they're still in the game till this day. So when I see it get nominated for Sports Game of the Year, it does scare me, because I don't want them to think this game is completely on the right track. Even though we've seen some gameplay improvements this year, it's not on the right track where we need this game to be at. Now, we've seen NCAA get nominated, we've seen NBA 2K get nominated, and if I had to pick a choice and if I had to put a prediction in, NCAA college football will most definitely be winning this award, as they are #1 in sales. The game came out about 4 months ago. I mean, they have lived up to the hype. The game isn't perfect, but it's one of the most fun games that, you know, I've played in terms of sports in a very long time. And I know that this isn't, you know, a college football video, but just have to give them their props. They're probably going to win the award, and WWE is kind of just, you know, getting the nomination for what it is. And, you know, I just don't want them to think that this is, you know, this is the perfect game and they should, you know, continue doing things, because I think that you should definitely build off this game and continue working on, you know, the modes that, you know, are involved with this game. But at the same time, you always want to keep in mind that there is always more to do with this game, and this game is not perfect. MyFaction is another mode that it seems like the NWO Wolfpack set. It was easy to acquire. Everybody was happy on a timeline, and everybody felt that this is a step in the right direction for the MyFaction mode. I'll be honest, I didn't partake in it, but it did seem like a lot of the consumers and community was happy based on the end result that I seen on a timeline. When something is bad, trust me, I see it. When something is good or whatever the case is, I see that too, and, you know, I talk about it, and I think that that's something that we should be talking about. MyFaction possibly taking a step in the right direction. We want to make sure, man, that, you know, MyFaction is one of the modes that they kind of just get in the right direction, because I personally don't think that that mode is going to go away, and that's just simply because it's just another revenue maker for them. It's another money maker, man. I mean, from a business standpoint, business decision, this was probably a really good mode in their eyes, because they are making extra money that they were not making before. You still have people buying the DLC and season pass, and you also have people, you know, on MyFaction. So it's one of those things, man, where I really can't get mad at them, because people continue spending that money, as I've said before in different videos. So just seeing this game, you know, get nominated, gameplay wise, I thought that it was one of the better wrestling games that we've gotten in a while, but in terms of depth and everything with the mode, definitely not. I cannot back this up. I cannot back that claim up, but I am happy for 2K, man. You know, I know that the team specifically for WWE 2K, they work extremely hard, you know, on the game, regardless of what you guys say, that they don't do stuff, they don't spend, you know, enough time on certain things. Like, they only have, you know, 9 months, 10 months to really package this game to, you know, the full potential. And I'm not giving them an excuse. I'm not telling them that, you know, it's okay because they have 10 months. Mostly everybody in, you know, the sports genre has, you know, 10 months, unless you're college football and you get 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where, you know, we know that they work hard. We know that they're passionate about it, especially a guy like Brian Williams, who, you know, tries to go and speak to everybody about the game, and just somebody as passionate as him. We know that this game, you know, is in good hands. But I always have to point out that, you know, there is just so much left to the game in terms of depth and everything like that, that you know, it's just one of those things, man, where being nominated, again, it's scary. It's just really scary because you get scared that, you know, they may see this and it's like it's time to, you know, keep building upon this. And I think that the gameplay is a very good wrestling game, gameplay wise. I cannot, you know, really make too many complaints about the gameplay. I know a lot of people are not big fans, but I know some people are big fans as well. So it's one of those things where you can't please both sides of the audience at times, and you're gonna have your negative people, you're gonna have your positive people. It really just is what it is when it comes down to that. It's just a matter of enjoying, you know, the game and whatnot. And I think that one of the biggest flaws with enjoying this game was servers. You know, I think that servers should be the biggest priority aside from universe mode. I think universe mode should be #1, but servers should be priority #2 because of how important that is to the game, man. Growing up, I enjoyed playing these games online, being able to socialize, play with people, you know, being able, you know, to just do different things. I would love to play with my community. I want to see other people, you know, be able to play with their communities and enjoy the game online. At the end of the day, man, these games are not cheap. They are expensive. They are getting just higher. Season passes, the bundles, I mean, everything is expensive. And, you know, when you spend $120 on a game, you want to see it work functionally. And one of those things this year was, you know, it didn't work all the way on certain things. Universe mode was broken, servers was broken, and you want to see, you know, it improve. Universe mode was one of the biggest disappointments for me this year because I felt like there wasn't enough added. We just got little story pieces added and everything else remained, you know, either broken or the same. And I know that a lot of people love this game and, you know, they talk about how good this game is, but you got to call a spade, man. And I definitely don't think that this game should win Sports Game of the Year, being that they're nominated, even though I don't think they're going to win, but I definitely think that they shouldn't. And it's really hard to even justify them being a nominee, in my opinion, based on how many issues this game had. And that's just my 2 cents with that. You know, WWE 2K24 was definitely a journey. Lots of improvements in the gameplay, but I definitely don't think it should be a nominee for Sports Game of the Year based on, you know, everything that we've seen throughout this year, man. We've had community creations debacles with the community. We've had MyFaction debacles. We've had so much stuff that's gone wrong in the matter of just a few months. And it was just such a good start, and it just kind of dwindled down slowly. So, I mean, here we are, man. You know, hopefully, you know, WWE 2K25 comes stronger, but I definitely wanted to talk about how this could possibly impact the, you know, the work ethic or the work going into next year's game, being that this game is just so highly and positively looked upon, and, you know, the consumers and the community knows the real, and that's why I wanted to make this video, man. But aside from that, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you guys did enjoy. I'm gonna catch y'all. Peace.